వచ్చి వెల్లడి కార్యక్రమం జరుగుతుంది. లైవ్ చూద్దాం.
Lot of doubts, lot of wariness in the industry as to what would happen in the new state of Telangana, what would happen in the capital city of Hyderabad, especially with respect to industrial expansion, industrial growth, and more importantly, one of the sectors where Hyderabad has done exceptionally well over the last 2 decades, information technology. There have been numerous debates, there have been numerous discussions, there have been innumerable doubts expressed, but let me share with you and let me start with some very delightful news. We have not only regained lost momentum in the information technology growth, in fact, we've made some rapid strides of progress, and majority part of this credit most certainly goes to the industry in Hyderabad. So let us all actually give them a strong round of applause, to the champions, to the captains of information technology industry in Hyderabad, to Hyderabad Software Enterprises Association, to the number of industry bodies that work in the city of Hyderabad very actively, not only in ensuring that the industry grows, not only in ensuring that the employment is provided both directly and indirectly, but also significantly contributing to the society at large. So let me compliment you for working closely with government, for ensuring that this new state which is being looked up to by the rest of the country today, in making us all proud, in being partners in the growth story. Let me start by giving you a sense of perspective of where we were on the eve of formation of Telangana in 2014. When we started off in 2014, if you looked at the IT export numbers, which is generally looked at as a broad benchmark for growth, and this is a statistic not given out by the state government. In fact, this is a statistic that is given out by STPI and SEZ. When we started off in 2013-14, the IT exports from Telangana, and more particularly, obviously 98-99% of IT in Telangana is currently concentrated in Hyderabad. So it was around 57,000 crores when we started off. And if you remember, about 3 years ago when we assumed office, when the new government assumed office, when I took charge as a new information technology and communications technology minister, I had made an announcement that we are targeting to double our IT exports by 2020. In the next 5 years is what I was looking at. So the number I was looking at back then, obviously, was when we started off with 57,000 crores. I was looking at expanding and doubling this by 2020 to almost 120,000 crores. I'm happy to share with you that we are on course, we are on track. In fact, a lot of stories being reported in media, a negative and a gloomy picture being painted by several people in the industry as well, with respect to IT growth rates across the world. But I'm happy to share with you that our state, the state of Telangana's IT and IT-enabled services exports have registered an impressive growth rate of 13.85% to reach 85,470 crores in the year 2016 and 17. This is 4% higher than the national growth rate. In fact, this once again re-establishes Telangana as the fastest growing state in terms of IT exports in the entire country. While the country has been growing at around approximately 10%, Telangana has been growing for the last few years at much higher rate than the national average. In fact, this year alone it's growing at 4% higher than the national average. And just to also give you a perspective on the number of employment, number of jobs being created in the information technology sector. Recently, when I was talking to a few friends from the media at another event in the Hyderabad International Convention Center, I had made a remark that, in the information technology industry, it is quite common that you have a few people let go every year, but you also have a lot of people being recruited every single year. I think the number that I'm going to share with you now, the direct employment generated by the information technology sector in Telangana today, I'm talking direct only, has reached 4,31,891 people, which approximately is about 4,32,000 people with almost 24,506 new jobs added in the last 1 year alone. That goes to show you what I was referring to the other day when I had said that it is typical, it is a very common practice in the industry that a few people are obviously let off, while a lot more new people are also recruited in the same calendar year. As I have mentioned, Telangana targets IT exports worth of rupees 1,20,000 crores by 2020, and we certainly are confident that we will be reaching this number, growing at almost a compounded annual growth rate of 16% and creating more than 4 lakh direct employment in addition to what we started off with, thereby taking the total IT sector employment in Telangana to 8 lakhs, with an IT exports of 1,20,000 crores and direct employment of 8 lakh by 2020 is what we've targeted. And I do believe very strongly, and with this also the indirect employment will go almost to 20 lakh, 2 million people. I'm very confident that this is a number that the Hyderabad ecosystem has the appetite to achieve. I'm very confident that this is something that the government will be fully enabling and fully supporting as well. Let me also share with you some of the significant investments and expansions that have happened. In fact, this year we've started out a new practice of recognizing and rewarding our partners in the growth story here. Started with Microsoft, and we went on to Tech Mahindra and a number of other large enterprises and also small and medium and also startup companies here in Hyderabad. And we are delighted that this ecosystem and this whole idea of collaborating and working closely with the industry is working very well for the state and the government as well. Some of the significant investments and expansions that have happened last year. Amazon, which is one of the largest tech companies in the world, has laid the foundation for its largest offshore campus in our city, Hyderabad, and the campus expansion is currently going on with almost a 3 million square foot facility coming up in the IT district, in the financial district. Also, cloud and CRM major, Salesforce has inaugurated its Center of Excellence. And I'm also delighted to share with you that they have been growing quite rapidly. In fact, they started out with about 600 people. They were looking at doubling it by next year. But fortunately, in fact, they've doubled it this year itself. And we are delighted that they're growing very, very rapidly as well. Not only pure tech play companies, but also a German auto component manufacturer, ZF TRW has set up its largest technology center outside of Germany and outside of its head office, again in Hyderabad. And we are delighted that even in this space, Hyderabad, in fact, they're also looking to build their own campus. Currently, they're working out of a leased campus, a large campus, but they're also looking to build their own campus. And I hope it will also come into fruition very soon as well. Uber, DBS, Value Labs, Fly Dubai, Synchrony Financial, Navis Analytics, Emphasis are some of the new firms which also have made significant investments in the state in financial year 2016 and 17. What I'm also delighted about is government of Telangana's plans actually falling in the right place with respect to expansion and with respect to promoting information technology as a sector into tier 2 and tier 3 locations as well. As you may have just realized, we've had a startup, we have had a small BPO based out of Jangam. We have a tech development company based in Huzurabad. We also have an innovation hub called Kakatiya Sandbox operating out of Nizamabad. We're delighted that Cyient has launched a large-scale map development facility in Warangal. So this way, in fact, with the rural technology policy that the new government has brought about, we are extremely delighted with the response. We're enthused by the kind of support we've received from the industry, and we will take it from strength to strength. In fact, I would be remiss not to mention Eclat Health Solutions, which also inaugurated its KPO in Karimnagar, almost housing 1,000 employees now. And even in Warangal, as I've mentioned, we've already identified a significant SEZ land parcel for SEZ, which will also be launched very soon. Even in the town of Khammam, a lot of NRIs who belong to Khammam have come forward. In fact, about 15 to 20 different entities have come together. And in Khammam, very, very, very soon, we'll also be launching a signature IT tower, which should create more employment there as well. In fact, one of the significant achievements that has also happened in 2016-17 financial year is one of the largest technology companies in the world and one of the most respected and valued brands in the world, Apple, has launched its largest offshore campus again outside of its head office, Cupertino, California, in our own city of Hyderabad in May 2016. And it also is growing from strength to strength, and we are delighted with their success also. Not only in the software sector, not only in the software space, but Hyderabad also has been making several attempts and some of which have been very successful in promoting electronics manufacturing in our state. I'm delighted to share with you that in India today, while Government of India has approved almost 3,300 acres of land as part of the electronic manufacturing clusters, out of these 3,300 acres, 900 of it lies in our own city of Hyderabad, very in close proximity to the airport. We have two electronic manufacturing clusters. One is called E-City in Raviryal, which is very, very close to the airport, Shamshabad Airport, and one more at Maheshwaram. And we've received approvals from Government of India and also monetary support to the tune of 400 crores sanctioned for infrastructure and common facility development. With this, I believe that the electronics manufacturing ecosystem in our state would also receive a fillip, and I believe that this will also pave way. I'll also share with you on some of the large investments that have come in this space, but I do believe that this will give a further impetus to our efforts in promoting electronics manufacturing in our state. An LED park with the focus on LEDs in both ULBs, urban local bodies, and rural local bodies across the country in terms of energy savings, in terms of energy efficiencies, in terms of just smartening our local bodies. An LED park in about 120 acres has also been created in Shivanagar in Medak district to promote more local manufacturing of LEDs in Telangana. I would also like to mention that in the last financial year, two large smartphone manufacturers and mobile phone manufacturers have also started their manufacturing from our state. A Canadian company called DataWind has started its manufacturing here, and also another local grown entity, Smartron, has also launched its mobile manufacturing unit right here. In fact, we also have started, a lot of people talk about IT at large, but as a government which is extremely progressive, as a government which is looked up to across the country by the rest of the country, the new government in Telangana has also launched sectoral policies focused exclusively on the sunrise sectors in information technology. We've launched separate policies, sectoral policies in cybersecurity, in building data centers, in data analytics, and open data policy was also launched on 15th September 2016. In fact, two more policies on Internet of Things and cyber and e-waste are also in the pipeline and will be launched very soon by the government. One of the success stories of government of Telangana has been T-Hub, and the way it has in fact given a lot of confidence and given a lot of inspiration to expanding the local innovation ecosystem in Hyderabad. T-Hub in fact today has been recognized by no less a body than Niti Aayog as a role model for the rest of the country. In fact, T-Hub is being widely replicated, has been widely appreciated by more than 12 states across the country. In fact, we've also entered into some memorandums of understanding with several states in terms of just pushing, in terms of just aiding them with their own local innovation ecosystem. States such as Goa, West Bengal are working with us and are also looking to grow their own innovation ecosystem, taking a cue and taking T-Hub as a role model for their own states as well. Number of physically incubated startups from T-Hub alone is about 250. And the cumulative turnover of all the ventures that have been incubated and graduated from T-Hub now totals to almost 100 crores in less than 1.5 years. And the cumulative quantum of external funding raised, which is debt plus equity as well, is about 24 crores, which approximates to almost $4 million for all the T-Hub startups in the last 1 year. And it has been visited and appreciated by a number of dignitaries from the government and a number of dignitaries from the industry. Even the CEO of Uber Travis Kalanick was there. One of the most popular musicians of our country, A.R. Rahman, and Academy Award winner, Rasul Pukuti, and also Mr. A.R. Rahman, both who are Academy Award winners, were at T-Hub appreciating the creativity, the vibrancy of the ecosystem. And we also have had dignitaries from the government, from Government of India. The Union IT Minister, Ravi Shankar Prasad ji, Union Defence Minister, Shri Manohar Parrikar, who is currently the Chief Minister of Goa, had also visited and have also appreciated the efforts of Government of Telangana. We've also launched a very significant initiative through T-Hub called as a T-Bridge. T-Bridge, in fact, is shaping up rather well. In fact, I was in the Valley as of last week in Silicon Valley in California. And T-Bridge is an initiative that is extremely well received and well appreciated by the ecosystem there as well. A lot of American startups who are looking at India as a market will be facilitated to enter the Indian market through T-Bridge, and vice versa as well. Any Indian startup wanting to go in and raise money or enter the American or global ecosystem is also facilitated by way of T-Bridge. We've inaugurated a facility, an outpost for T-Bridge, for T-Hub rather, in the Valley in the form of T-Bridge. It is shaping up rather well, and we are hoping to have some significant success stories rather, in the later part of this year. We've also launched, for this T-Bridge program, we've also launched at Uber's headquarters a program called Uber Exchange, and we've also started working with the Thai Silicon Valley chapter, and also the state of California's its own state-owned incubator called iHub. So T-Hub has not only started forging out more partnerships and more relationships across the world, in fact, it is trying to make significant inroads into the Valley ecosystem, which I believe will pay off rich dividends in days to come as well. And I'm also delighted to share with you that T-Hub, we're not just content in being India's largest technology incubator today. We are building what is going to be world's largest technology incubator in Hyderabad, and it would be unveiled in the first quarter of next year. 2018, first quarter, you will see a 350,000 square foot facility coming up in our own city of Hyderabad, which will then make it the largest technology incubator in the world, housing more than 2,000 startups in one single location, giving an extremely important shot in the arm for the startup ecosystem in our city and our state. And let me also share some piece of good news with you. As was mentioned by speakers prior to me, after demonetization, there was a lot of confusion in the country. But our Honorable Chief Minister, who is a very progressive leader, who's understood the concept of demonetization and who's understood the benefits of a digitized economy, has given us a cue and has given us an instruction for the IT department to push for more digitization in our services. And as a result, I'm delighted to share with you today, after demonetization in November 2016, today Telangana continues to rank as the #1 state in India in terms of e-transactions per 1,000 population as per e-Tal, which I'm delighted also was Mr. Satyanarayana's brainchild when he was the Union IT Secretary in Government of India. This portal recognizes the number of e-transactions that happen in each state, and I'm delighted to share with you that e-governance initiatives are paying rich dividends, and we continue to grow in this sector as well. In fact, I'm also delighted to share with you that e-Seva and me Seva of the Electronic Services Delivery Wing of IT&C Department